Bears fans, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, host of the Jay All Day NFL Show. Today we're going to be breaking down the Chicago Bears and doing our final 7-round mock draft for your Chicago Bears. Could a trade be in play for the Bears, trading up or trading back? You have to stick around to find out. Let's get into the video. Bears fans, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it does really help this video get into YouTube's algorithm. If you take a look at your screen right here, this is a great comprehensive list done by Walter Football of all the players that the Bears have been bringing in for off-season visits. So you can take a look and see T30 means top 30, pro means for the pro day. There's all different types of meetings during the offseason, right? Guys, in round one, Will Campbell, Josh Conerly, Omarion Hampton, Ashton Jeanty, Caleb Johnson, probably more of a round two guy, Omar Norman Lott, Shamar Stewart, Mason Taylor. A lot of really interesting names on this list, guys. Now, let's get into the 7-round mock draft for the Bears. All right, Bears fans, we're selecting at number 10 overall. This is how the board fell to us. Walter Nolan's on the board. He's really interesting. Malachi Starks is on the board. Mike Green, Jahad Campbell, Colston Loveland is on the board here. Donovan Ezeraku, Josh Simmons, and Mika Ibuka. Let me know in the comments down below, where would you go with this pick? Walter Nolan is really, really interesting to the Bears here early in this draft. And remember, Bears fans, we have 2 early picks in the second round. So I think we could get some offensive weapons in the second round, mainly a running back. But for me, Walter Nolan is too good to pass up. Helping out this pass rush is going to do so much for this team overall. Nolan's getting mocked to the Bengals, to the Niners, to the Bears. I love this pick here. Walter Nolan is an exceptional player. He's only 21 years of age, too. 6'3", 305. Monster year for Ole Miss. 6 sacks, adding another 29 hits and hurries. Couple batted balls. One of my favorite D lineman prospects in this draft class, especially because he is an excellent run defender. I'm going Walter Nolan at number 10 overall for the Bears. Now, we're up at 39 and 41 here, guys. Nick Scorton's on the board. Kevin Winston. Jaden Higgins is on the board here. I really do like myself some Jaden Higgins. I'm looking at this draft, and who's on the board so far left? We got Cam Scatterboot, Dylan Sampson, Caleb Johnson, Quinshon Judkins. Who's going to fit this new Ben Johnson scheme, right? I do like Cam Scatterboot. I don't know if he has the speed that Ben Johnson's going to covet, though. But bringing in Cam Scatterboot could be interesting. Dylan Sampson, I really, really like. 5'11", 201. And then Caleb Johnson is just as talented. 6 foot, 225. Absolute beast mode. He's a physically gifted running back, and he could pair well with DeAndre Swift on this roster, right? Kind of a Sonic and Knuckles 2.0, right? I'm going to go Caleb Johnson in the second round with the 39th pick overall. Now, 41st, we're up again, guys. Where do we go here, right? We got our running back. We got D lineman. Kevin Winston Jr. is on the board here as well. Taking a look at some of these safeties, Judkins is on the board. I want to take a look at the safety position. Mabuka's on the board. Ransom's on the board. Kevin Winston is just so good. You can't look at 2024 because he got hurt. But, man, he was probably, if not the best, a top 3 safety in all of college football in 2023. Really, really talented guy. Missed tackles, 0. 0. That doesn't even make any sense for a safety. He's incredibly talented. Let's bring in another safety for this room here. I love this selection here, guys. Now, on the board, Bears fans, Omar Norman Lott on the board. D-line, that is a really interesting play here as well. We got Caleb Johnson and Kevin Winston on the second round picks. Okay, so we're up in the third round, 72nd overall. A lot of really interesting guys. A guy I really, really, really like is Arante Ursary. He's unbelievably athletic, 6'6", 330 pounds. He is perfect size for a left tackle, right? And I think he makes perfect sense. Good size and length. He's light on his feet, explosive first step. Great pass blocker, man. 77 overall grade coming out of Minnesota. And look, 71.2 against Penn State. Really good program, man, with really good front seven there. Arante Ursary is definitely in play for me with this selection at 72 overall. Shamar Turner's on the board, Kyle Kennard on the board, Trapillo. Guys I like, but I don't necessarily love. So, for me, I'm going Arante Ursary in the third round, 72nd overall. And man, this draft haul is looking pretty juicy, Bears fans. We got Walter Nolen, Caleb Johnson, Kevin Winston, Arante Ursary. Now we're up in the fifth round, 148 overall. Taking a look at who's left on the board. Jack Kaiser could make some sense for us here. Really talented guy. They need some off-ball linebacker help. He was the captain of the Notre Dame defense. I really like him. I'm going to take a look at who else is left on the board here. Got Mitchell Evans, the tight end for Notre Dame. I do like him as well. He was really impressive in 2023, but injuries have plagued his college career, so I don't know if bringing him in makes a lot of sense. I do like Luke Kandra from Cincinnati, but maybe a later pick for him. When I'm taking a look at the board, the way it played out for us, I'm going to go Jack Kaiser in the fifth round, 148 overall for the Chicago Bears. All right, guys. A guy I really like late in the draft. They do have DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, but dude, Nick Nash, 6'3", 195. Under 6% drop rate. He led all of college football in missed tackles forced. I love that kind of grit. I think Ben Johnson's going to love it too. I'm bringing in Nick Nash in the seventh round. I think that is an excellent pick there, right? All right, now we're up in the seventh round, 240 overall. I'm pretty much looking best player available. Cam Hormsley from Boston College. You can never have too much help on the D-line, right? Cam Hormsley, 6'4", 306. Adding more help to the D-line makes some sense here. And I also like Jalen Smith, the corner from USC, as a late-round pick, right? Great in coverage, excellent against the run, good in man coverage. Played at a big-time program. Great grades against really good offenses. Penn State, Washington, Nebraska, and Notre Dame. This guy, this late in the draft, could be a steal. Jalen Smith, the cornerback, goes to the Chicago Bears in the seventh round. All right, we got a B- overall grade from PFF. They didn't like the Caleb Johnson pick, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Giving a D grade to Caleb Johnson has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever seen out of all these PFF mock drafts. We got an A for the Kevin Winston pick. I love bringing in depth at the tackle position with Ursary. I think he's a steal there at 72 overall. Jack Kaiser, Nick Nash, and Jalen Smith round up some really important positions on any football team. Wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback, big-time programs. We went Notre Dame, USC, Minnesota, Penn State, Iowa, Ole Miss. I like this draft, Bears fans. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this draft? Do you not like this draft? I would love to know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.